Good morning, my fig brothers and sisters, and today is May 31st, 2022. This video is going to be on an update from taking our fig trees out of the garage. They're finally all in the ground, getting the nutrients that they need. So we're going to take a quick tour of the fruit orchard, because I know there's a lot of people that have been waiting for updates on what the fig trees look like now, what the production of figs are for all our breva fruit trees. So let's take a quick walk around and show you how our trees are doing. As you can see, all of the fig trees are back in the ground, getting the dirt, the nutrients, the vitamins all from the ground, and they're all leafing out beautifully. And this tree surprised me this year. This is a Texas everbearing. I grew a couple of these cuttings, and it's just producing so well, rooting in leaves. I'm not expecting too many figs this year, because what we want to do is make sure that the tree grows and gets the stability that it needs before it produces figs. But I can guarantee we will probably get figs. You can actually see figs coming in right there already. So we will have a production. I don't know how much yet, but we'll have a production in August, September. This is one of the best trees to have on the northeast coast for cold hardiness. Also gives you large figs once you pick them, large sugar figs. I gave one of these trees to one of my buddies at work, and his tree is also growing just like mine. So we'll have to see what the production is. As you can see, here's our Black Mission figs. I have two that I'm going to be putting on fig bid for sale, that I have air layered off of this tree that is now in the ground. So we're going to put those up on fig bid soon. We're also going to have a lot of cuttings in the fall, but just showing you, walking around and showing you the production of the trees, the leafing out. This is a great tree here. This is our Violet de Normandy. If you remember the tasting that we did last year, this French fig tastes like strawberry jam. It was absolutely delicious. Look at the way that this tree is growing once I put it in the ground this year. I'm expecting a lot of figs from this tree towards the end of the season. Here's another good fig tree that we have in the ground. This is our White Madeira, beautiful white fig, White Madeira #1. Again, leafing out, ready to produce figs. We'll have another follow-up video on the figlets that are coming out. I'm not going to name all the fig trees in the fruit orchard. I'm just going to go through and show you how vigorous that they're growing already, and we're not even into June. And that is because they are all in the ground. And some of my baby trees are really growing quickly. This is my Diana fig tree. Great fig, a lot of people like it. It's an Italian fig. And here's another one we planted. This one is going to grow real big this year. This is our Strawberry Verte. The Strawberry Verte fig tree is going to be delicious. There's a couple baby ones that we planted that they should shoot up about 4 feet. Okay, another couple baby ones we put in. But just to show you the production of how big these trees are getting, we'll walk back over. Our Sucrete is just amazing. Look at the Sucrete leafing out, already starting to put figlets on. You can see. And it's just an amazing tree. Just absolutely amazing. What a tree. We come over here and we have another beautiful tree. This is our Kesariani from Greece. We're going to have Greek figs from this tree this year. Just a beautiful specimen, beautiful tree. And I don't see any rust on the tree so far. I don't see any holes from any beetles or bugs in the leaves. So far they are untouched this season and doing well. And moving into our Portuguese and Italian side, you can actually see that on some of these fig trees, we already have a Breba crop, okay? Now this tree right here is the Genovese Nero from Italy, and it does produce Breba, which is grown on last year's wood, and look at the size of that fig already that's already on here. All right, that's a beautiful fig, right? And we have a couple more growing. And I wanted to show you also another tree that I am amazed at, which is a great tree. I got this from a good friend of mine, Tommy LaPiccolo, and it's the Italian 258. And I didn't know until its second year growth in the ground this year how big the Breba fruit are growing. Okay, and you can see how big the figs are already on this tree, producing well. I actually put a couple more already in my fig bags right here. This way we don't have any ants, or we don't have any pests, birds, squirrels, chipmunks coming to grab our figs. It protects them. We just tie them at the top and they can't get to them. But look at the size of these figs on this Italian 258 tree already, and it's not even June. We're going to be picking these in another couple weeks. They're going to be delicious. We'll do a video on them to see how they taste, but this Italian 258 is amazing. We also have Breba fruit on our Nero 600M. If we pull the leaves away, you can actually see the purple fruit up there. It's already growing. Figs are growing well on last year's wood. We have a couple more over here that are growing. If you look at that, and one of the best things is Breba crop. Moving on to another Italian tree. This is the Peter's honey, and you can just see from the Breba crop how big these figs are and how wonderful these leaves are growing. I have figs all over this Italian honey tree. Look at the size of this leaf. That's getting all the sun for the fig trees. Just a perfect leaf, beautiful, shiny, no rust, getting all the nutrients from the ground. I don't have to water these trees anymore. I don't have to fertilize these trees anymore. They basically grow in a natural environment all summer. Okay. Here's our Dave Sicilian that we're growing this year. Another nice one. And then we move on to our Sal's Cordileone fig tree here. Our Sal's Cordileone from Italy is just doing so well, and I do see a couple figs. Here's a really big Breba fig coming in already, as you can see. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to have some Breba crop. I have a Sal's Cordileone that I'm going to be putting on fig bed right here. Another beautiful specimen that I grew from a cutting, and the tree is just gorgeous. That'll be going on fig bed for sale also. Okay. And a couple more trees up here. This is our Teramo. This is our Teramo tree from Italy. And this tree is going to give us a lot of figs this year. Last year we had some beautiful figs off this tree. And moving over to our São Miguel Roxo, which is another beautiful tree right here. Just a quick tour of how the fruit orchard is producing so far. I finally got everything in the ground. Everything that you see in black pots is going to be for sale on fig bed. So that's why I kept about 12 trees in pots, you know, so that we can sell those. We're also going to sell a lot of cuttings in the fall. Let's check out a couple of our fruit trees, okay? Look at the way our apple tree is just producing so well. You can see some apples already coming in there, budding in, flowering in from our apple tree. And moving down the line, here's we're growing 2 more apple trees from seeds that we received from eating an apple from ShopRite. So you can see how well this tree is doing right here. I believe that's Honeycrisp. That's going to be Honeycrisp apple that I'm growing. I'm going to plant that right in that spot. And we have our Bosch pear tree that we grew from seed. It's doing very well. As you can see, we grew that right from a seed from ShopRite, right from the Bosch pear. And I got 2 other ones down there that I'm growing. And we have our Bartlett pear that we're growing. Like I said, they'll grow this year, and next year they'll give us fruit. This year is just growth with those 2 pear trees. Let's see how our Italian plum's doing. Our European Italian plum is amazing. We already have a lot of plums coming out, and I'll give you a close-up of, look at all the fruit that's growing on this tree. These are going to be nice plums during the growth season. Here's some more plums over here. Here's some more plums on the zoom in. Just beautiful plums everywhere on this tree. Everywhere you see this fruit on this tree. We're going to be picking plums around August, I would assume, and then I'm going to chop this tree down, and that way it grows more vigorous next year. Any more plums on this side? Yeah, we have some more plums up here. There's just plums loaded on this whole tree. Okay. And moving over to our cherry tree, we have cherries starting to come out. We're going to have some cherries in this tree this year. And then moving to our peach trees. We already have peaches growing. I can't believe how big these peaches are that are growing on this tree already. And you can see 2 of them hanging right there. Look at that. Look at how big those 2 beautiful peaches are, hanging together, growing. And we're going to pick those as soon as they are ready. We're actually going to put some bags on them so no ants or any bugs or anything get to them as they grow. But those are just beautiful. This tree gives some beautiful peaches. And then there's our other peach tree that has 1 or 2 peaches on it that's going to grow this year. So anyway, those are our fruit trees back in the fig orchard. Everything is growing and doing well. It's a beautiful day today. It's going to be 95 degrees, my kind of weather, Mediterranean weather. It's nice and quiet back here in the fig orchard, and you can see my pretty little girl Blondie is patrolling the fig orchard. There she is right there. Say hi, Blondie. Say hi. There she is right there. She's looking, she's making sure no squirrels or no chipmunks get to my trees and steal my figs or my fruit. She's waiting for them. She hears them. See? She's waiting. And she's patrolling the fig orchard. Make sure no birds, squirrels, or chipmunks come back here, because she will grab them. She's trained to grab them. And then she gets a fig as a reward every time she gets one. All right, let's check out our grape trellis that I built this year. I built it out of bamboo that I had left over. I really like to reuse products that we have instead of buying new. This way we can reuse stuff instead of throwing it out. This is our grape trellis we put in this year. This is a Tom Cord grape that I grew from a seed from ShopRite. If you ever go to ShopRite and get Tom Cord grapes, I'm growing Tom Cord grapes, 2 of them, 1 on each side in the backyard. They're delicious table grapes. And I'm just going to give you a quick view of how our grapes are doing. As you can see in here, you get a little close-up of see how the grapes are doing on the vines. There's another great one right here. We have tons of grapes growing on our grape trellis. As you can see, it's just beautiful. And we have grapes everywhere. And then here's our seedless Concord. That is just beautiful. We already have we'll thin it out, but we already have about 25 bunches of grapes on here that are growing. Like I said, these are good to make wine with. The seedless Concord, you don't have the seeds. They're easy to chop up, but just beautiful grapes everywhere. And we're going to keep adding to the vineyard. We're going to try to get to, a lot of grape trees. There's another Tom Cord growing that we grew from ShopRite from a seed. It's doing well. And then we have a white Niagara grape that's growing. Do we have any bunches on here? Any bunches yet? This is a young tree, so I'm not expecting any fruit this year. No, we have no bunches of grapes yet on here, but we have one coming in right here. We might get 1 or 2, but that's our white. But that's our trellis that we grew, that we built, and we're going to have tons of grapes that we could just come and pick from the sides of this trellis. Anyway, This is Adam from BC Fig Farm and Fruit Orchard. I hope you liked the video. You could see how everything that I put back in the ground from the winter time is producing well. And now it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game to pick our fruit and protect our fruit and pick our fruit and share with our friends. I know I'll be bringing, I already had some requests from work. I'll be bringing some figs to work to give to some people to taste. Some people have never tasted a fig before. And just enjoy it with your friends. And you know, I'll be giving some trees away. As soon as we reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving a free fig tree away to the 100 subscriber, and that's it. We just enjoy trading and growing fig trees and grape trees and fruit trees and basically living off the land. Anyway, this is Adam, BC Fig Farm and Fruit Orchard. I hope you enjoyed our video. I hope you enjoyed all the pictures that we took and the video of all this fine growth that we've had, this vigorous growth so far. And I'll update you as soon as we try the Italian 258 fig Grape crop, see how good it is. Anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks for viewing. Until next time, Adam from BC Fig Farm and Fruit Orchard signing off.